How's it looking out there, T-Rex? Yeah, beady eye. It's sideways on this slippery deck here. It was a lot more slippery a couple of hours ago, I'll tell you that. It was quite frosty. It was the first frost I have witnessed in my own eyes, although I know last week right here in South Ennis there was a freeze, but here's what it looked like this morning. And this was an hour after the sun came up, looking across Fallons Pond towards Yarmouth. The temperature last night got down to the 20s in a lot of spots. Up here on the hill, we were in the mid-30s, but there was radiational cooling with a mostly clear sky, and there's the thick frost on the roof of the car and the leaves and roof of the house across next door, and that has since melted. The temperature has been coming up a little, even though there's not really any air moving. There is a warm front on the way. What's the temperature doing now? So we were about 34, now it's up to 45. And we're headed not much higher than this. The clouds are going to thicken up, and the air is going to come in from the southeast, and it's still a cold air mass. It's a 1034 high pressure system in the Gulf of Maine, and the temperatures this morning at 4 a.m. when I woke up to check the temperatures because I was so curious, there was about 25 degrees in Provincetown. I think that might have been a record actually in Provincetown, and New Bedford, Boston was about 36, and then many 20s this morning. So for some, it was the coldest morning of the year so far of the season. And then in the west, New York and Ontario, you can see the wind coming in from the south and picking up temperatures into the 40s and 50s this morning before the sun came up. T-Rex, let's go this way. Take a walk in the nicely manicured yard. Kevin, we're the brothers, Kelly brothers here. Tim on one house, Kevin on the other. And there was a rare third brother sighting yesterday, Ed Kelly. He is the proprietor, along with his wife Diane, of Sundancers, where it was really fun, actually, watching the Patriots hold on there in the fourth quarter. And Ed, full service, helped someone take their boat out of the water there as the Patriots were going into overtime, which we know didn't work out as well as the fourth quarter. But it was still an exciting game and a fun Sunday. And the not in a hurry Sunday worked out, did a lot of lawn work. And there's no way I'm going to keep up with Kevin because I'm never going to have a lawn that looks like this. I'm never going to try that hard. And we have irrigation, which has been shut down now for the season because you don't want it to freeze, right? So when are we going to freeze? And when's it going to rain again? Well, we're in a warm and a dry pattern, and today there is a front. The satellite imagery is really beautiful, 21,000 miles up, and what's not so beautiful, actually, is the flooding rain. Those clouds are very pretty, but if you're experiencing it, over Arkansas and Missouri, those tall cumulonimbus clouds, and then the clouds extend all the way up here into New England. It's a sort of a full latitude, positive tilt trough, and a lot of times you'll get rain out of that, and in New England, we just can't get any rain lately. Here's the radar showing the flash flooding that's happening over Arkansas this morning. And you can see some rain extending almost up into New England. So what's that rain going to do? Why don't we go to the HRRR, High Resolution Rapid Refresh. And it shows the rain just missing New England for the most part, although it does clip northern Maine there. This is the quantitative precipitation forecast, and you can make out the shape of the upper level air with the anticyclonic flow is what it's called when it goes in a clockwise fashion like that. So last week we managed a front with a fifth of an inch of rain, but this week it looks like this front is 0 in southern New England and maybe a tenth there near the Canadian border, and northern Maine gets a little rain. I know a lot of fires are burning, but at least it's not a very windy day today, as the air is only kind of slowly coming in from the southeast. And then over the next several days, it is going to get more windy and it's going to warm up again. Here's the Boston 5-day from weather.us. And there's the temperature just getting above 50 today with the clouds thickening up, but we stay dry. And then tomorrow, the temperature goes up to 70. And then on Wednesday, the temperature is going up to near 75, or low 70s anyway. But we've been underdoing the warmth with the forecast the last couple of weeks. Have you noticed that? So we may challenge the record high temperature in the mid-70s. A lot of spots on Wednesday, and then a front's going to ease in here. Another dry fropa, that's called frontal passage, and it's going to come through, cooling us off for Thursday and Friday, but without any rain, at least for southern New England. Maybe northern New England get some rain out of that. And what else? Should we just go right to the Euro or maybe the tropics? The National Hurricane Center says Tropical Depression 18 has developed deep in the southwest Caribbean, and it looks like it may run between the Yucatan Peninsula and Cuba, so mostly over the water, into the Gulf of Mexico as Tropical Storm Rafael, I think is the next one. Patty's way out there. And Sarah may try and form too near Puerto Rico. So there are a couple of threats there, but it doesn't look like a major threat. Nothing to get too alarmed about, at least for now. Now let's go to the Euro. And I guess some people are getting alarmed about the lack of rain here. And it's a persistent ridge in the southeast. There's our high pressure system going offshore. And the isobars tighten up tomorrow from the west and southwest. That's going to bring in a warmer air mass. There's the front kind of just coming on to our doorstep, falling apart. The precipitation is almost zero by the time that front goes through here from north to south on Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday, and then just marginally cooler Thursday, and the high goes south of us, and when highs go south of you, you warm back up, so temperatures are going to come up a little, probably back to 60 or so by Friday, and then we've been stopping it on Saturday, starting several days ago when it showed kind of a potential snowstorm in northern New England on Saturday. And then we said we didn't trust that. There was no blocking in the North Atlantic. I don't think that's going to happen. And sure enough, there's Saturday. And we've had the cold come in very quickly Friday night. Now it's already lifting out with high pressure to our west. It's going to turn from a cold to a fairly mild high over the weekend. You got a system out there in the middle of the nation, 1,007 millibar low. That's not too cold. More mountain snow in the Rockies. And in the Gulf of Mexico, that's 997, tropical cyclone Rafael. All right, so we'll put this back into motion and take it out through Veterans Day, Monday the 11th. And we're warming up again. And then Tuesday, the 12th. And then it goes out day 10. It'll be about Wednesday, Wednesday, November 13th, and stop it there on day 10. And there is a pretty impressive front from southeastern Canada down into about Texas or so. But once again, that ironclad southeastern ridge of high pressure, the front is right on our doorstep, and we're in the warmer air. And I guess the most positive thing, if you want snow guns to turn on in your favorite ski area again, the cold in Canada, it looks pretty wall-to-wall and pretty deep. So there is deep cold in southern Canada and the northern plains of the United States. So there's some hope there. But for the most part, winter is just on hold. Any sustained cold is just not in the forecast pattern. So hopefully we don't lose that stripe of snow you made there at Jay Peak. And hopefully there may be a window. I've got to believe that Killington is going to try and make snow here on Friday night or so, even if it's only for 12 hours or so. I mean, they've just put in new efficient guns, and you're going to be at mid-November, and the World Cup's going to be here by the end of the month. Oh, we've had some good viewer comments. Thank you. Bruce, really in depth, and sailing and a small craft advisory. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bumpy. We may have one of those coming back up in a couple of days. And who was it? Decimal, a new comment from one of the viewers talking about, I think he might be a teacher, huh? And he talked about the passing of time. He goes, to say to the students, time is passing, but are you? Are you passing this class? I don't know. Life is always a new lesson. Am I passing the YouTube class? And, oh yeah, another comment. Where did I get the snowfall forecast? I get the snowfall forecast that I show. I mean, there are multiple sources and models, but I use pretty much exclusively pivotalweather.com. I do a minimal subscription and to get rid of the ads, and it's not much, and I like to support the people when I use their content. And so here's that Pivotal Weather snowfall forecast. Showed it yesterday, showing it again today. Not much change, and you can really make out the pattern where the storms come in, heavy snow in the tallest mountains in the northwest of the Cascades, and then the snow level comes down in the mountains of Colorado, where yesterday around Winter Park there was about 7 inches, and it's going to keep on snowing on and off there. And then once you come to day 10, you can stop it, and you see a little speck of snow over Mount Washington. Otherwise, no snow in New England for the next 10 days. Put the cursor over Trinidad, Colorado. You can put the cursor wherever you want, and it'll show how much snow is expected right there. So Trinidad, Colorado, forecast to get about 37 inches of snow in the next 10 days in several different systems. And I Googled Trinidad Colorado on the Santa Fe Trail. What an interesting history. And it's got home rule municipality. In other words, they can make up pretty much their own rules on how to run government there. And that's very interesting. So I spent some time looking at Google and Wikipedia on Trinidad, Colorado, where the base of the town is around 6,000 feet. And then there's Fisher's Peak that goes up to about 9,000 feet. So you're going to get 3 feet of snow, even down to 6,000 feet, which actually in Colorado may not be that big, but in New England, it would be our tallest mountain. All right, what about the and more? Well, yesterday we were going around the yards, all the yards, and Rex, let's go this way. Let's check out the back, see if there's any turkeys out there. Come on, Rex, you come on. He's on dual leashes, and yeah, I use old school rake and broom. Yeah, I broom. Outdoor shower still going, no leaves in it. And the pile of leaves is very big because everyone's on to me and they all bring their leaves from all around. Kevin uses the power tools, and it was a good Sunday of in the yard, and then going over to Sundancers for the final day of the season, and getting to see a lot of old friends, meeting some new friends, and spending time enjoying the Patriots and the company and the sunset, which was at 4:30. So and more yesterday here in the yard, kicking around the leaves, and then over to Horsefoot Cove. That's the name of the water there between the summer shanty and Sundancers. And as they say on the billboards this time of year in Cape Cod, thanks for a great season. We'll see you in the spring. Actually, I'll see you again tomorrow morning. T-Rex and Steve, and maybe some Mitt tomorrow. All right? Yeah. Talk to you later. Yeah, we could use some rain. Somehow, the lawn is still pretty green. Good amount of rain over the summer. Another rather gray day, not for everyone, but on Cape Cod, that ocean effect cloud. It's been here most of the day. It's tough to get 2 minutes of sunshine. That was just all lit up beautifully. It's still beautiful. Maple, kind of out of control maple. A couple of them. And watering the worm farm. Can't grow worms in the water. And next year's compost pumpkin Kevin gifted me. Oops. I sprayed myself. Nope, not draining this hose yet. Give it a couple more weeks. November 14th. Outdoor shower. Still going too. Get in there. Right there. Check this out. The hydrangea, which wilted because I didn't water them enough. They're coming back. Hydrangea want to bloom this winter. It's probably not a good thing. I'm not going to do anything about it. Just saying.
WXTK.
Gil Santos saying WXTK. Okay, the Patriots are in contention. Let's go to Horsefoot Cove and catch the end of the game and the sunset. 4:30 sunset. It's the last day we're going to see the open sign at Sundances in 2024. Got a lot of trucks here. Yeah, that's what people drive on Cape Cod, trucks. Wow, that's sharp looking. That's a catchy name, huh? Oh, there's a sign that makes you a little sad right over there. Summer! Yeah, right. The Patriots were doing well before we got here. Tennessee comes. All right, wow. It's the last day of the season here at Sundancers, and that's kind of fun. And it's the earliest sunset we've had in what, 8 months? We got music out here. I'll probably get a copyright infringement on the music, but have fun. So we've got OT, but I think I'm just gonna call it right here. You know, I come here a lot. This is the Bass River, and our house is that way. And a lot of boats still in the water over there, huh? There's the osprey nest. Ospreys have headed south. And we're gonna go watch some OT. And who knows what's gonna happen? Looks like someone's pulling a boat out of the water right there. Well, the boat's not right there, but the sunset's right there. The boat's right there. Nice looking boat too, Parker. Now that's some Sundancer service right there.
So come up like this.
Nice job, Ed. Man, what service. All right, I don't have the Bass River webcam working, so I'm going to show you the Weymouth time-lapse of our first day with sunsets before 5. It's 4:30 sunset. Thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow. Waves. It's all waves. Circles through time. Waves.